Week 3 of energy conversion, electrical machines 1, and this is all about direct current machines. This is the solution to exercise 2 given last week. This is all about cells and batteries. Cell is a single unit of electrochemical device which is one of the sources of direct current source. Okay. The process involves conversion of chemical energy into electrical energy. We can see that the cell circuit or battery circuit is identical to the armature circuit of a DC generator. Okay, this is the equivalent circuit of a single cell wherein we have this internal EMF, the voltage produced by a cell through electrochemical means, and this is the internal resistance, which is the combination of the electrode resistance, the resistance between electrodes and electrolytes, and the electrolytes resistance. An electrolytic cell is made up of two different metals which are called electrodes immersed in a with a solution, okay, which is either a base or an acid. These electrolytes provides a medium for transmission of or transfer of electrons from one electrode to another, thus producing electric current, since there is a flow of electrons. Okay, this is the equivalent circuit of a battery. This is the voltage across the terminals, then this is the external voltage VT, and this is the internal EMF. Usually kung single cell yan, ang value ng cell ay hindi ay up to 2 volts. Yun lang yung kaya niyang i-produce, kaya hindi yan pwedeng makapag-produce ng napakalaking voltage regardless sa kanyang size. Kaya yung battery is a combination of these cells, either in series, in parallel, or a combination. The combination of cell, ang tawag natin doon ay batteries. Kaya kung meron tayong dalawa or higit pang cells na i-connect in series, tawag natin doon batteries. Yung mga battery natin ng cellphone, these are batteries since binubuo yan ng mga ilang pirasong electrolytic cells. Okay? Minsan yung electrolyte na gamit ay dry. Okay. For wet cells, yung mga batteries na sasakyan, these are wet cells. Okay. Kung meron tayong 6 volts na battery, meron yang at least tatlong pirasong cells connected in series. Since ang maximum voltage na pwede ma-produce ay hanggang 2 volts lang. Okay? Then kung meron tayong 12 volt na battery, kadalasan sa mga motor o kaya sa sasakyan, binubuo yan ng uh, 6 na cells connected in series. Naka-arrange siya sa compartment ng battery para sa separation ng bawat cells. Okay. Kung may 24 volt na battery, pwede ka magkaroon ng 12 na pieces ng electrolytic cells. Okay, merong 12 racks kung saan doon nakalagay yung mga cells connected in series to produce a 24 volt na battery. Okay? Kaya kung i-consider natin yung circuit na ito, a simple direct current circuit kung saan meron tayong source, ito yon, yung kanyang internal EMF at pati na rin yung kanyang internal resistance. And because of this internal resistance, the voltage across this terminal will be less than the internal EMF kasi magkakaroon ng voltage drop sa R. And we can see that we apply Kirchhoff's voltage law. Terminal voltage can be computed as VT equals the EMF minus I times the total internal resistance. Kaya yung value ng VT will always be less than the value ng E. Okay. Makita rin natin sa pag-aaral natin ng direct current generator na ganito rin yung magiging equation dahil ganito rin yung magiging circuit ng armature. Okay? Meron siyang armature voltage, yung generated voltage, then meron siyang armature resistance, yung resistance ng armature conductor. Okay? And across the terminals, ito lang, yung voltage will also be less than the generated voltage. Okay. Sa condition, if we have ideal, if R equals 0, walang internal resistance, then this is an ideal system. Okay, yung terminal voltage, that is the only time that the terminal voltage will be equal to the value of E. Okay, kaya ang tawag nga rin natin dito sa value ng E na ito ay no load voltage, no load EMF. Kasi if current equals 0, that is no load, yung value rin ng VT is also equal to E. Kaya yun, sabi ko nga, no load EMF, that's the internal voltage will equal the terminal voltage if and only if the current equals 0 or R equals 0. Ito yan. Kaya gagamitin natin yung equation na ito para ma-solve yung value ng terminal voltage. Okay? Pag nag-connect ng load rito sa across the cell, okay, ito na yung load natin with resistance RL, for example, current will flow through this given load ng value equals E over the total internal resistance plus yung value ng RL. Okay, where E and RT are constant values. Ang magbabari lang ay yung load resistance. Kaya yung current is dependent on the load resistance. Mas mataas yung RL, mas mababa yung current. Inversely proportional. Okay. Kung battery na yung circuit, parehas lang Parehas lang rin naman dun sa nauna, ang kaibahan lang mas tataas na yung value ng total internal resistance at ganun din yung uh, this now E total, then this is still total internal resistance, but then these are made up of cells connected either in series, in parallel, or series parallel combination. Okay, if there are cells in series aiding, okay, the connection is used when the load requires higher voltage. Okay, since alam natin sa series circuit mas maraming element, okay, mas tumataas yung voltage. Okay, if this is E1, this is E2, E3, then this is R1, R2, R3. The total EMF of these cells in series aiding, since series aiding sa succession ng negative positive terminals ng battery, kay series aiding yan. Kasi pwede natin siya i-connect in series opposing where one of the cells is connected with the opposite sign. Kung negative positive ito, kung yung isa ay positive negative, magsosubtract yung value. Okay, in series aiding, E1 plus E2 plus E3. Okay, mas maraming cells in series, mas mataas yung total EMF. Okay, then lagi natin siya i-replace ng ganitong circuit pag na-compute na natin E1 plus E2 plus E3. Then total internal resistance ay yung sum ng resistances in series. Okay, yan. Remember that the current is constant for series circuit. Then the total power equals P1 plus P2 plus P3, power consumption ng battery, or yung power na kayang i-deliver ng battery nito. Siyempre kung mas marami yung number ng cells in series, mas mataas yung total power. Okay, minus the power losses in the internal batteries, internal circuit ng battery. Okay, magiging less na yung papunta sa load. Okay, for identical cells, connected in series aiding, ito pwedeng magkakaiba yung EMF. Okay, kung identical cells, kung merong 10 cells na naka-series, instead na i-add natin ng 10 beses, multiply lang natin ang number ng cells multiplied by EMF per cell. Okay, kung 2.0 yung EMF ng bawat cell at merong 10, multiply lang natin 10 times 10, 100 volts na yun. Okay, instead of writing repeatedly yung value ng 10, okay, multiply lang natin ang number ng cells in series aiding. That is N times R, ganun din, R per cell. Then yung total power is also N times power per cell. Okay, how do we compute for the power sa sa battery. Sa internal EMF niya, yung power ng battery is the total EMF times current I. Then power loss dun sa internal resistance is I squared times resistance ng internal resistance. Then power output, power sa load is VT times IL. Pwede ring IL squared times yung load resistance. Okay, and to solve for the efficiency, that is power output over power input, where power input is the power ng battery times 100 kung i-express natin in percent. Okay, this is equal to E total times IL over power output is VT times IL. Pwede siyang ratio ng internal voltage over external voltage VT.